let's understand what is a traceability matrix. And then we'll go for the test scenario and the test case difference. So traceability matrix means, as I mentioned, the mapping between requirements and test cases. Okay, one requirement, how many test cases you got? That is called a traceability matrix or a requirement traceability matrix. And also, how do you know whether all the requirements are met in your test case document? This is one of the famous questions when we were trying a job. But nowadays nobody asking this. But so this is done through traceability matrix only, you can come to know whether you covered all the requirements or not. And because the mapping is there, each requirement what the customer has given, you will mention in the traceability matrix. So that is what the traceability matrix means. So why do you need a traceability matrix? So let's consider all these points. So the requirements for a given function or feature have changed. Some of the fields now have a different ranges. So that can be entered. So when you first time, different ranges will be there, different boundary values will be there. Now they change it now. So after some time, whether you have written the test cases, you tested one time, now they changed the requirement, particular feature requirement and the input range. Now, so your manager will ask, okay, how many test cases will affect due to this change in the requirements? This question you can answer easily if there is a traceability between the requirements and test cases. So that is the main point you need to tell that. If there is no traceability, how can you answer this requirement has how many points are there? So that's why, so the traceability is there. Okay. Requirement one has 3 test cases. Like that you can write, right? So you can mention, okay. Requirement one has test case 1, test case 2, and test case 3. Requirement 2 has test case 4, test case 5, test case 6, test case 7. So you see, easily you can understand. Right? Easily you can understand if there is a traceability, right? See, the requirement 2 has 4 test cases. Requirement has 3 test cases. So that is called a traceability means. So tomorrow some change happen on this, you need to modify only 3 test cases. Tomorrow R2 is changed, you can modify only 4 test cases. If this traceability is not there, then it's a difficult, right? That's why you need a traceability matrix. So a set of test cases that ran okay. So in the past, now suddenly they started failing. And then you can easily understand what functionality do these test cases actually testing. So if there is a traceability between the test and requirement, and then you can tell easily, okay, so, okay, this test case failed, for example. So you can easily tell, right? Okay, oh, this test case belongs to this feature, R2. So that easily tracking and identifying the that the parent requirement easily can tell for our managers and anything whoever so requires more information, you can quickly give. So that's the advantage of traceability matrix. Okay, so that's the one advantage of traceability matrix. And the last one, so before delivering requirements or features to a new release, so we want to know whether all the requirements are tested properly or not. So you will make them all these test cases pass or fail, right? So that traceability will be given by this traceability matrix. That's another advantage of this one. Okay. So that's the main advantage of all this. Traceability matrix. And so one of the famous interview question, this one also. What is meant by traceability matrix? And why do you need that? You need to answer this, okay? Then what is the difference between test case and test scenario? So a scenario is a high level description of a test. High level description means login scenario. That's a, but a test case is so very detailed, right? So a test case is a detailed set of instructions. Like, you will say test login with valid credentials. One test case. Test with invalid credentials. Second test case. So that's the, there are many test cases you will get. A scenario is a very high level description. So scenario outlines what needs to be tested, and test case specifies how to execute the test within detailed. So that's the test case. Test scenarios are created based on requirements and user stories, and test cases are derived from test scenarios or directly from the user stories or requirements. So they provide test scenarios, provide a broader view of what is to be tested, and test case provide a specific steps and data to verify a particular functionality of the application. Test scenarios may encompass multiple test cases. That means a test scenario may contain multiple test cases. Test cases are individual steps. So within a test scenario, a test scenario focus on business needs and end-to-end scenarios, and test case focus on individual testable aspects and conditions, and they are less detailed and may not have specific test data, but the test case has a specific test data and expected results. Test scenarios serve as a basis for creating the test cases. test case are executed during the testing process. So while execution time, we will execute the test cases. So the test scenario purpose is to ensure that all major functionalities are covered. The purpose of test case is to validate the correctness and reliability of the application, and each function is working properly or not. You can check with this test cases. So these are very important, in the interview point of view, test scenario and test case. If not all the points, at least a few points, you should be able to explain. And and better you do this. So tomorrow you just explain instead of writing. I'm not sure whether you are properly writing or not sure. You can just do a one video, selfie video by explaining these things. Okay, so that just send that in the WhatsApp. That's enough. You don't need to write or something. Okay, but I'm planning to put one exam also. Maybe once you are ready, let me know. I'll take one exam.
Okay. With everything done so far, got you.
Yeah, I want maybe interview kind of thing also, fine. If not exam, interview point. So video interview I will conduct on the manual testing. Okay.
Sure.
So we'll plan for that.
Sure.
Okay. Now we need to write the test cases. So let's plan our website. There is a website for so did you subscribe to our YouTube?
Yeah, I have.
Right. So are you watching them, or how it is?
Some of them. I'm mostly reading the websites, but if I'm ever lost or if there's any extra content that you teach, I go back to the videos to refer to them.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine. No issues. Okay, so there is our blog, and also our website is there, one more. So where you can practice writing test cases. All this is the one, open cart. Okay, so this is the e-commerce website, and you can take up any one feature. Then you can write the test. For example, this is the home page, right? This is the home page. So you can write the test case for this, right? For this whole page, how you will write. So I'll explain some of them, okay? And I'll show you how to write the test. For example, if you go to register or login page, so how can you write test cases for this page? Or only for this section, login section? How can I write test cases? So you think about when you land in this page, so what are all things you need to set, test it, right? And then so search, again, search is there. Then these menus are there. Okay, so menus is a global, right? These are global. For all the pages, you will get this global navigation. So because we call this global navigation. Even search is a global search. And these menus, so register are, so before login, you will get only these two links. After login, you'll get a lot of things, right? So that also we need to understand. Then, so particular page wise you take login page. So how you will test this? So how you can build the test cases? See this. First, when you land in the any page, okay, first you verify the content, okay? The content you verify. These sections are so displaying properly or not, and all these headings are displaying or not, the content is proper or not, the buttons are placed properly, all these are available or not. First you will verification you will do. Okay, so whether this section, this heading, and all these elements, this is the email address, edit box, password edit box, forget password link, login. These are all present or not, you can verify. That's a verification test case, first one. First is landing in this page. How you will land in this, test steps you have to write. There is a description, right? The description column, you remember?
Yep.
So the description column, you have to write. So all the detailed steps, how you will navigate to this page. The test case name is maybe, so you can write navigate to login page or verify login page. And the next test case, when you're verifying this content, you can write verify login page content. Then you can mention all this. So two sections will be there. One is a new customer section, returning customer section. In the new customer section, we should see continue button with this static text. And the returning customer has email address edit box, password edit box, forget password link, login button. So these are the things are there. You have to verify. That's your expectation also you have to write. Okay. So that's the how we can write the test case. Then, so you need to write next test case. Verify the login functionality with the valid credentials. Or validate, maybe you can use validate. Validate the login functionality with the valid credentials. Then you write the detailed steps. So valid credentials means your test data is email address, password. That's a test data column you have to write. So let me show you all this. Okay, so let's go. We have a template. I'll show you the template. And okay. We can take any login scenario. So maybe I have taken a Rediff, but I'll, so this is our test case template, but not no mandatory all, but these are the test case ID, FRS ID, that means requirement number. Okay, this is the requirement number. Then we need to write a test case name, test data, precondition, description, expect result. Till here only we'll write. So I'll take this format, okay, this format, and I'll write the test cases. So we'll create a new test case. So one more screen I'll take. Let me take it. Okay. Right? Test case ID. Test case ID. So while designing the test case, as I mentioned very clearly, you have to write only till here. A to G. You should not touch these things while designing the test. You will, when you will design the test cases.
Oh, you designed the test cases in the test case design phase?
So when it will happen in the software development life cycle?
After you gather your requirements from whatever team and you take it from the product backlog.
Okay, so once you have the user stories ready and it is assigned to you, right? That's the time.
That's
right?
when you can start writing test cases.
When you will start it. All right. So that is where you will start. So test case designing. Now, so let's see here. So test case. So I'm going to write this website to test case. Okay. I'll go to home page. Okay, first home page. But how you open this? First, you need to first see that, right? So that you have to write. So verify so open cart home page, right? That's a so where you need to write the test case. So let's go and first test case ID TC001. Okay. Then maybe I'll so think about this home page, right? So home page, maybe requirement 1 I'll give. Okay. So this, but you have to write what is the test case name. Verify the open cart home page. That's how you need to write. Verify open cart home page. So you need more space for this, right? Just adjust that, okay? And maybe formatting also you can do. There is a wrapping. That's you can do that. And test data, there is no test data, not much, no precondition. So you write the steps. So what are the steps? Steps means launch any browser. Okay, so that's the first step. Second step, type the application URL. So what is the application URL? So
opencart.com or whatever.
So this is the one, right?
Yeah.
This is the one. So you have to give this URL. Maybe you can put it as a test data also, this one. Okay, otherwise you can put it here. This is the very important, bigger one. So then after that, after typing, what you will do, you will press enter key, right? So press enter key. So then what will happen? These are the actions, right? Steps. Then your application will open. So you should tell the should keyword you have to use here. So open cart home page should be displayed. Open cart home page should be displayed. Okay, so that is the things you need to fill. You should not go for this field, this column you should not write while designing the test cases. Okay, are we clear?
Yes.
So TC002. Now I'm going for the next. So I need to click on I need to go to login page. Basically, I'm writing for login. Okay, that's why I'm. So I need to click on so my account menu, then click on login. So this is the, so I'll write verify login. So navigate or verify login page, right? Maybe I can do this same. Verify navigating to login page. Or maybe you can verify login link is available under this also. Another test case you can write, right? Verify login link. So under my account menu. So you can write that also. Verify maybe login link under my account menu. You can write like this. Okay. That's a test case. This is the test case name. And so you have to write here the precondition. What is the precondition? Open cart home page should be available, right? It should be in the open cart home page. So open cart home page should be displayed. You don't need to write again all these steps. Okay, we can avoid. That's the precondition means. So for this test case, the precondition is you should be available open cart home page. Now, what is that? So click on my account menu. Then second step. So verify the login link. So login link should be available under my account menu. So this is how all should keyword you have to use in the expected result. Okay. Now, maybe you can write validate login link. So R1 to validate. See, verify is just you're not doing any action.
Observations, yeah.
Just you're verifying and checking it, whether it is available or not. Now, validation means actual testing. You're doing validate the login link under my account menu. Right? So now, again, open cart home page should be available. Right? Home cart, open cart home page should be displayed. That's a precondition. Now, here also first step is click on my account menu. And second one, click on
the login link.
Click on login link. So this is the steps means. Steps means what action sequential steps you have to write. Now, so when you click on, what will happen? It should navigate to login
page should be
displayed. Maybe you can write
displayed,
login page should be displayed. Our system should navigate to login page. Anything, okay? Both are valid, okay? You can write login page should be displayed. Maybe you can write login page should be displayed. Okay. So this is how we are going to write the test cases. So then TC004. Next, I can change the requirement now. See, now R1 got 3 test cases. Now, once I changed the page, now the requirement is changed. So now here I'm just verify the login page content. See, just verification.
So by this you mean just everything is proper, everything is displayed as it should be.
The fields so content is present or not, just present or not.
Just present or not, okay.
Yeah. So you have to write login page should be
displayed. Okay.
Should be displayed. That's a precondition. Otherwise you cannot verify, right? So verify the below content. So I can write one is so you know what is that, right? First one is new customer section. New customer section. Maybe new customer section you can put new customer heading, register account, register account text, and register account text and this paragraph. Okay. Maybe you can say static text, static paragraph, static text paragraph. You can put a static text paragraph. So then you can say continue button, right? Continue button. So then you can write next section. So what is the next section?
Customer section.
Returning customer section. So returning customer section should have a different fields, right? Again. So one is this
text.
heading.
Headings.
I'm a returning customer text. So next You can see email address edit box, and third one is password edit box. Next,
Forgot password link.
Password link. Then fifth
Continue
one,
button, right?
login button. So these are the things, right? Mainly. And also, if you want to verify these, but this, okay, this is the global again. You can check all the links or maybe, and this breadcrumb, this is called breadcrumb. Okay. This breadcrumb. So, and you can write one breadcrumb also. Section 3 is breadcrumb, we call this. Okay. So these are the things. So you can same, you copy. Login page should display below content. Okay. Just write login page should display below content. So while verifying, you have to verify them. Okay. That's it. That's one verification test case. Now you need to write actual test cases. So verification is done now. Now what is that main thing? You can validate validate continue button in the new customer section. You can write validate new customer section continue button, validate, right? So I can go TC 005 R3, maybe R2, it's up to you. So validate continue button under new customer section of login page. So here login page should be displayed. And first thing, click on continue button. That's it. That's the only step you are doing. So what will happen? You observe this. Click on this. So they will tell in the requirement, they will tell you. So when you click where it will go. Okay. But you don't have application, right? Application you won't have while writing the test cases. Only requirements will be there, and the requirements they will tell like this. Okay, when you click on continue, you should navigate to registration page. Our registration page should be displayed. That's that. Okay. So you went to registration page. Again, if you want to go back, see they have given login page. Click on login, then you will go back. You can write that also. So that when you are checking, when you are writing test case for the registration, you can check that. Okay. So this is done. Okay, this part is done. Now we need to write this part. So write this part test case. So verify login section with the valid credentials.
Or do we say validate instead?
Validate or yeah, you can validate or verification, whatever. So validate you can put. So R4 I am putting. Validate login with valid credentials. So valid credentials means you have to write email address. Ramesh QA online. But first you have to register.
That would be another step you would do, right?
Email address, password, right? What is the test data you need to give? The test data you have to give here. And test data 1, 2, 3. So this is the test data how to prepare. Wherever which test case required a test data, you have to write here itself. That's a test data column. Test data must be prepared by a tester only. Okay, first. So enter valid email address in email edit box. Second step, enter valid password in password edit box. Then click on login button. So what will happen? It will not, so
should navigate to
my
login
account
page or my account page. Yeah.
My account page, no login. So this is the login now. So you will
Mhm.
get a my account page. See, test@123. If you enter, so it will go to my account page.
My account.
So that's you have to write.
Mhm.
My account page should be displayed. Should be displayed. So that's how you need to write the test cases. And let's go on TC007. So maybe R4 will continue. And with this, maybe once you log in, you log out. That's okay. So you can write the test cases here. Okay. And okay. So next, so validate login with invalid credentials, or leave the validate login section with blank credentials. With the so blank credentials you can write. So validate login with empty credentials. Okay. So no data. Same you right.
Just click on login button.
Just
right?
I'm going to keep I'll slightly modify. Leave email address field blank. Okay. That's how you need to write. Leave password field blank or empty. Okay. Whatever it is, blank or empty, you can write any one. So click on login button. Then what will happen? Let's see. They will tell very clearly. So this is the warning. So system should display appropriate error message. So if you know the error message, you just write that. Okay. That's it. So next, this is 008 R4. So validate login with
Invalid credentials.
valid username and
invalid. Oh, okay. So very specific.
All combinations you have to take now. So that's the testing means. As already mentioned in the ATM test cases, all this. So I'm going to give invalid. Only this one, okay? So login page should be displayed.